So tonight we have football and baseball on tap. We are going to open up, I got to think about this a minute. We're going to open some 2016 Gala Football, 2013 Playbook Football, 2011 Top Supreme Football, some 2017 Hit Parade Gold Autograph Series, or maybe it's Autograph Gold Series, Gold Signature Series. I don't know. I never get that title right. And then a half case of Heritage High Number Baseball. So that's kind of the rundown of what we're going to be opening up tonight. And we're going to take a look at the spreadsheet here as soon as I can get chat to load, which I think it just did right there. Sometimes my iPad is a little finicky. So let's take a look at break number one. Our first item up tonight is one box of 2016 Panini Gala Football. This is break number 4, which means it is the 4th time that we have opened this particular product. And of course, our eBay end date is 9/2017. Our live stream schedule, that says 9:30 because I made a typo there, didn't I? And then I did a cut and paste, so they're all going to have the same typo. That's terrible. At 10:15 Eastern. Then you'll see, of course, team names are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. Anything you see there that says no bids buyback, well, that's just an orphan team. So since no one wanted to adopt it, if any cards come out for one of the teams that say no bids buyback, they will hang out here with me and join their brothers on Card Mountain. So, of course, that spreadsheet will go up before each and every break that we do tonight. So if you're not in this break, you will you'll have your spreadsheet go up shortly. And just 1 second here, I'm trying to fix the date and those typo dates on the, and see, that is why I always list it twice, the eBay end date and then the live stream schedule right below it, because yeah, if there's a typo, at least it'll be usually right in one of the two places. That's my theory anyway. All right, now I think I've got that all sorted out. So let's start cracking into some cards and see what we can find tonight. And of course, we've got lots of new stuff that has come out. We have Topps Triple Threads Baseball came out today. And my first listing for that is either tomorrow or Friday. I don't really remember which one. We also have Panini XR Football, which honestly I kind of had forgotten that I ordered. So it's not listed yet, but it will be soon. And I'm trying to think if we had anything else come out today. That might be it. First up, we have for the Raiders, our base card, which is numbered to 49. That is 19 of 49 with the Tim Brown. And guess what? I got to take the camera off of autofocus or it's going to be doing that stuff all night long. Well, if it'll come up here, we're going to try to, we're going to adjust that a little bit. Try this again. There is Tim Brown for the Raiders, numbered to 49. We can see him a little bit better that way. Jordan Matthews for the Philadelphia Eagles. That is, of course, an on-card auto. That one is numbered to 10. So nice low number hit, 7 of 10 with the on-card auto hit for the Eagles. Then, you know I can't say that guy's name, so we're just going to go with Robert for the Cardinals. This one is a sticker auto, and it is numbered to 99, I believe that says, for the Cardinals. The Saints have a hit with Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is also numbered to 99, also a sticker auto on that one. And then looks like we're going to come out with a dual hit here for the Bengals, Andy Dalton and A.J. Green with the dual materials hit. And is that one not numbered? Oh, yeah, there it is. Just almost didn't see it. 11 of 49 on the Bengals hit. So we'll just recap these here real quickly. This is, again, 2016 Gala Football. So we have the dual materials for the Bengals. And then Michael Thomas for the Saints with the sticker auto. Robert, whose last name I can't say, for the Cardinals. That was also a sticker auto. Then our nice on-card signature to 10, Jordan Matthews for the Eagles. And I do, a couple of these do have a little bit of chipping, a little bit of wear around the corners and edges. You usually see that with the little, white spots around corners and edges sometimes. So I think you guys are all pretty familiar with that drill. They come out that way quite often, but usually I try to remember to say it at least once. Next up is 2013 Panini Playbook Football. This is break number 11. Once again, our end date and live stream schedule are tonight, Wednesday, 9/20. And same format with team names on one side, winning bidders across from it. Oh, one thing I should point out, I should have mentioned this already. Shipping on the items that have free shipping, as in you weren't charged any shipping costs for them, which tonight is the Playbook, Gala, Playbook, Supreme, and the Hit Parade Gold Signature Series Baseball. All of the stuff with free shipping, this is true of any of my breaks going forward, those things are going to ship out once a week. So look for them to go out about 7 days from today. Now, if you do have another package that goes out in the meantime, most of the time they will hitch a ride and you'll get them a little sooner. But if you don't have another package going out in the meantime, then look for this stuff to go out in about 7 days. And that's really just so that I'm not, mailing the same person 4 or 5 packages a week, sometimes with just a base card in it or something like that, because then shipping gets unaffordable very quickly and it's hard to offer free shipping. So we want to keep offering it, so that's the way we handle that. Now the items that have paid shipping, which will be the case with our Heritage High number, those I'll generally give you an anticipated ship date for. And those go a little quicker, of course. All right, so first out in our playbook, a little Manti Te'o for the Chargers. And that card is actually bent. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. There is a big crease right here, kind of where my finger is. Maybe you can see the line. There's a big crease in this card, and it is bent. It doesn't even lay flush when you lay it down. So unfortunately, the Chargers materials hit here is got a big bend in it right out of the pack. Next out is the Robert Alford for the Falcons. That's a sticker auto. It is to 299. First of 2 booklets. This one for the Cardinals, Andre Ellington. And that's a nice looking patch over here with 3 colors, and then your second red patch over to the left, on-card auto, and that is numbered to 49 on the Andre Ellington booklet. Oh boy, oh man, how happy is somebody about to be? Le'Veon Bell, numbered to 50. A little Le'Veon Bell rookie signature out of 13 playbook, on-card auto, low number, material over here. That is just a fantastic hit for the Steelers. So congratulations, Pittsburgh Steelers, on your Le'Veon Bell rookie hit. So we'll recap with that one in my hand, starting out. For the Steelers, the Le'Veon Bell. For the Cardinals, Andre Ellington to 49. Then the Robert Alford to 299 for the Falcons. And then our Manti Te'o, which again has that unfortunate bend in the actual card. It's literally bent, warped, whatever you want to call it. It is numbered to 99, but there's a crease in the card, and it does not, there's a curvature to it. Does not at all lay flush. I don't really know even how that would have happened, other than maybe, I guess, when they were putting the material in there. I don't know, when they were trying to do the manufacturing of it or something, maybe. That is next going to bring us to 2011 Topps Supreme. And whoops, this is break number 7 of 2011 Topps Supreme. And same format. Again, you'll see a number of things in there that say no bids buyback, and you guys know what that means. So if anything comes out for that, stays with me. Otherwise, goes to one of you. Oh, Robbie, was that your Le'Veon Bell? I'm assuming, because I see you jump in there saying you're very excited. So I'm guessing that that's your Le'Veon Bell booklet. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm imagining that you are super excited about. I am super excited that you hit that. You know, I love my Steelers. I love seeing their cards come out, and that's definitely a good one. Okay, so we're going to start out Charles Woodson for the Packers. And we got our hit right away. Well, we'll just set him back down there. You already saw him. But LaShawn McCoy to 30 for the Eagles. DeLone Carter to 429 for the Colts. And our hit, a nice little Howie Long coming out for the Raiders. And Howie Long is numbered, I believe that says to 27 of 20, if I'm reading that correctly. So Howie Long is a great hit, in my opinion, for the Raiders. So congrats on that one. Again, I see, you know, maybe a little bit of corner and edge issues, which is pretty customary. Nothing terrible about it, but it is hardly any of these ever come out perfect. But so there's our hit recap for 2011 Supreme. It is Howie Long for the Raiders. Oh, awesome. That was your hit. Well, good, Robbie. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. And you went to the game this weekend, too, so I'm officially jealous then. All right? So now you've made me doubly jealous because you were there for the game and you got that great Le'Veon hit. All right, guys, that brings us to one box of 2017 Hit Parade Gold Signature Baseball. This is break number 2 of this particular product. And we'll scroll down through here, give you a chance to refresh your memory as to which teams you have, or team, as the case may be. Out of the last one of these we opened, we pulled a nice little Carlos Correa. I think it was a Bowman, if I remember correctly. Anyway, it was a nice card, nice graded card. So hopefully we're going to pull something equally nice out of this one. And I've got some Gold Signature Series basketball that just came out, and some Gold Signature Series football, too, from Hit Parade. And I just haven't had time to get them listed. But soon we're getting there. There's our little, I don't know, I guess that's just some kind of little insert thing. We don't have to worry about that. Oh, this looks like a nice one. This one is not graded, but there's our empty box. It's not graded, but it is a nice little alkaline, and it is from Donruss Signature Series, Legends of Summer. And of course, you know that one is going to the Tigers. And what does this say on here? That is numbered to 100 on the alkaline. So that nice little hit there out of our Hit Parade Gold Signature Series baseball. I'm not going to take this out of the top loader or the sleeve. I'm going to leave it just exactly like it is. So if there is any little weird imperfections or anything with it, I'm going to let you guys be the one to take it out of there. I didn't really, necessarily see anything glaringly jumping out at me, but I don't want to risk taking it in and out of there. I think we're better off just leaving it as it is. This brings us to 6 boxes of 2017 Topps Heritage High Number Baseball half case break. This is the 3rd time we have broken it. That's why it says break number 3. And same format. So your name across from your team, no bid buyback teams. Those cards will stay here with me if anything comes out for them. And this is a brand new case that we're getting into tonight. So the first thing I'm going to do is take all of the boxes out of this thing. And then we're going to number them on the end. And then we will let, oh, this is such a heavy case. Then we will let random.org determine which 6 we open tonight and which 6 we will open in a later break. And there is a ton of cards in this, guys. So if you're in this break while I'm getting all these out and numbering them on the end and all that stuff, if you need to go get a snack or go take a bathroom break or anything like that, this would be a good time to do it, because this break takes a while once we get started on it. Which, my goodness, I can't get these last 3 are wedged in the bottom of this case. All right. And of course, you guys, oops, I didn't do very well with that, did I? Ran right into the camera. You are probably already familiar with Heritage High Number and how this is set up, but there's 1 hit per box, and it can be either an autograph, I think that's still crooked, either an autograph or a relic. And of course, there's tons and tons of base in here. There are some short prints as well and several inserts. Some of the short prints I might recognize as they go by. Sometimes I might not recognize them. But in any case, all cards do ship out of this break. So if you see something, of course, you're going to get it if that's your team. And shipping for this, for Heritage High Number, because this, of course, you guys did pay a shipping cost for this. So the anticipated shipping date for this is Monday, the upcoming Monday, which I think is the 25th. And it is possible that I can get it to you sooner, but I wouldn't say that it's awfully likely. Because there are several other breaks ahead of yours that still have to get out the door. But if I can get it to you sooner, I will. All right, I better write these down. I'm not going to remember them. So we have 1, 12, 6, 10, 11, and 4 that we're going to be opening up tonight. And then, of course, all the other boxes we'll set aside and they will get opened in the next break. So there's 1. Here's, oh, wow, it chose 10, 11, and 12, didn't it? I guess it did. That's weird. All right, so let me mark these off. There's 1, 10, 11, 12. It means we need 4 and 6. So we can get rid of 2 and 3. And I guess all of these. All right. And of course, there is the back half of this Heritage High Number, which will go up sometime fairly soon, in a few days, the back half of this case. And then I think I may even have another case of Heritage High Number stashed away that I'll have to locate. But of course, we're going to get some triple threads in there in between, and coming up pretty soon is Bowman Chrome, and I've got a ton of Bowman Chrome coming because the checklist on it looks to be pretty awesome. And of course, for our box toppers, we will get one of 2 things. We'll either get a strip of cards, which is what this is, or we will get one of the 1968 original cards that has been subsequently stamped with like Topps, you know, anniversary or whatever. And on the little strip of cards, if we have one person that owns 2 of the 3 teams, it will go to that person. If no one owns 2 of the 3 teams, then it will go via random. So we have Rockies, Diamondbacks, and Nationals. I do normally enter things either left to right or top to bottom. So in this case, of course, the way this is oriented, this is gonna go in left to right. So it will be entered as Rockies, Diamondbacks, Nationals. First, we'll buzz over here and see if someone does own two of the three teams. I got to get myself on the right page. So here's the Rockies. The D-backs are unsold, which so we already know that, well, no, we can still have, no, we have a different person owns the Nationals too. Okay. I will hit random 3 times once these are entered, and whoever is on top at the end of the 3rd random is who will own that one. Oh, well, that's a typo. I spelled that wrong, but, well, I'll just fix it. You knew who it was, but I'll fix it anyway. First one, the second one, the 3rd and final. So there you will see we have randomized 3 times. There's our date and time stamp. This one to the Diamondbacks. So bear with me for a second. I'm going to put it back in the sleeve and write Diamondbacks on the back of it, so that I do not have to think about where it went or have to go back and rewatch the video later. I did try to get these in the 5x7 holders that I had on it from another break. They don't fit. They're a little bit too tall. So when those go out, they're going to come to you in between a couple of pieces of cardboard or a couple of pieces of styrofoam or something that will keep them, you know, nice and straight in their bubble mailer. So just make sure whenever you get your package that if you know you have one of those coming, you know, don't throw anything out till you have located that, is the point. And generally speaking, I buzz through this at a pretty decent clip because there is a lot of base in it. And if the pace is faster than you prefer, all you have to do is just jump into chat and let me know, hey, you know, go a little slower. Conversely, if those of you who are watching think, oh my gosh, this is too slow, jump in there and let me know it's okay to speed it up, and I'll do that as well. Sometimes things go by, short prints or things that I might not catch as they go by the first time, and you might see them. And if you're jumping into chat to tell me, hey, there's such and such, be aware that chat usually has a delay of a minute or two. I mean, you're going to see it pop up on your side right after you type it in, but it's not going to pop up on my side for a minute or two later, in which case we'll be way down the pack. So, you know, just make a note when you put into chat, hey, go back to the Sal Romano card or something like that. It'll be easier for me to go back and find something if you want to take a second look at it. The more specifics you can add, the easier it will be to track it down. And you're going to get a lot of cards in this. These, man, I mean, when I do the sorts on these, it's crazy how many cards actually come out of a half case of Heritage High number. It's a lot, a whole lot. If you have multiple teams, you'll probably end up getting it by way of priority mail because it'll weigh a lot. Most of the time, depending on the teams, I guess, but a lot of cards in Heritage High number. And there are quite a few little, I would call them kind of nuanced variations that you can find as well. There is Cody Bellinger on what they're calling the Chrome card. It's not Chrome in the typical sense of like a Bowman Chrome, but it is still a Chrome card for this series. This one's numbered to 999. Some of these refract. The ones that refract are typically numbered, I think it's to 586. And then it's possible to pull one with a different color border as well, and those were numbered to 60 something, I want to say. But anyway, about the variations and things, when you get your cards, you know, take a good look at them, because a lot of them may have, sometimes it's something like an intentional error on the back of the card that maybe is just like the player's birth date or something like that, that wouldn't necessarily be easy to spot right off the top. So when you get them, give them a good look through, and maybe there'll be some things that I miss when I'm sorting as well. You might get lucky and find some extra short prints in there, or variations, as the case may be. And of course, we do have some unpaid teams. I did stop marking those on the spreadsheet a month or two ago, but you guys know who you are. I do have somebody who has a number of teams now for the last 2 or 3 days that they still have not taken care of payment for. It's actually the last 4 days. So I would appreciate everybody getting your payment taken care of. I mean, this is fun for everybody, me included, but it's not fun when you get stuck with hundreds of dollars of unpaid teams every single month. You know, it's hard enough to break even on this stuff without having people that buy their teams and then watch the breaks and only decide if they're going to pay you based on what they hit. And believe it or not, a lot of people out there that do that. Of course, most of you guys are great, and I don't have to worry about the vast majority of you, and I appreciate that, so thank you. Killer Bees for the Red Sox with the Benintendi and Mookie Betts. And girls. I said guys, because that's just a force of habit. I use guys interchangeably, and I shouldn't, so guys and gals. Another Bellinger, just rookie. Here's our hit for this box, and it is Michael Fulmer, Clubhouse Collection Relic for the Tigers. Is our hit out of the first box that we've opened up here tonight. Dylan Bundy for the Orioles. That one does refract, and it is numbered to 568, actually, maybe. I think I said 88, didn't I? But I think maybe that says 68. I don't know. My vision, I can't make that out entirely. It either says 68 or 88. And I think 68. At any rate, it's chrome, and it refracts, and it's numbered for the Orioles. Little Aaron Judge Rookie Performers insert. There are actually some Aaron Judge hits on the checklist in the Heritage High number, even though, of course, He was featured more heavily, obviously, in the first Heritage, not in the high number, in the early straight Heritage release this year, but he is on the checklist as having hits in high number too, so see if we can find him, find some Bellinger and a few of our others. And our box loader in this one is the original 1968 card. And again, it will have that 50th anniversary stamp on it, but it's still fun to get the original cards. And remember how badly they used to all be cut. Look how that is centered. That's just terrible. That one, of course, for the Dodgers. But that's the way they all used to be cut. So those of you who have been watching Triple Threads breaks today, I haven't had time to watch any yet. What have you seen coming out? I mean, the checklist looks great for it, but what have you seen coming out in reality? What's the best thing you've seen? Obviously, everything on the checklist is going to come out at some point, but you know what I mean. How hot are the breaks today is the question, I guess. Wow, I left that wrapper laying there. All right, so nobody's going to chat and tell me what they saw in Triple Threads earlier today, I guess. Everybody's being very quiet. Our hits coming out early in this box. Another Clubhouse Collection relic. This one is Tanaka for the Yankees. Dansby Rookie Performers insert. Christian Arroyo Rookie Performers insert. And the Brewers have a blue border, which is just a variation, of course. Well, what happened there? He was trying to jump out of my hand. It's an Aaron Judge now and then insert. Osuna for the Pirates, rookie chrome non-refractor, numbered to $9.99. I never like it as much when we pull the hit out early in a box, because then it seems like all the rest of the stuff that you open for the box is just not as interesting when you know the hit's already out, right? Is that just me? That's always how I kind of look at it. Can't believe our season is almost over. It just seems like baseball season has flown by this year, doesn't it? Seems like we just barely got started and we're already almost to playoff time. Well, that is true. I mean, for sure, you can still pull the nice... the variations and the chromes and things like that. Yes, that is absolutely true. So there are, of course, those kinds of hits in here for sure. And that's true of any Topps product. They always do a really nice job with their variations and their short prints and all that stuff, both in terms of the way they look and in terms of their overall value. But it's just, I always look forward to pulling the signature or the relic card. That's always, of course, what I look forward to the most. And then when you pull that out right away, it just seems kind of like, yeah, you know, I don't know. I would rather find it closer to the end, I guess, is what I'm saying. But you are right, 2,000 doubles. Definitely still potential for making money or adding to your collection, as the case may be, outside of our standard quote hits. There is one of our nice little blue border chromes with Joe Jimenez for the Tigers, and it is numbered 268. Excuse me. Tell you what, I think I battle allergies year-round. I don't even know how it's possible that something is always in the air that triggers allergies, but, you know. Yeah, that was a nice hit for the Tigers for sure with the Jimenez. That was a very, very nice little rookie blue border chrome to 68 for sure. A nice hit. Bradley Zimmer, rookie performers for the Indians. Who do you have tonight, 2,000 doubles? Do you have the Tigers? You taking that one home? Oh, I know what else came out today. I kept thinking, I know there's something else that came out today, and I was blanking on it. I just could not remember what it was. It's Topps Gold Label Baseball. And I would have thought for sure I would have remembered that because I've got quite a bit of it. And I'm so wound up with triple threads that I forgot all about Gold Label. Yikes. Although I do think I have a break listed for it already. I hope I do anyway. Oh, well, good. Congrats, man. I'm glad that's your Detroit hit. Nice one. So yeah, the Gold Label is 16 boxes to a case, and I'm just going to bust through those in full cases. The triple threads, the first case I broke up into thirds, and then after that, we'll probably just break them as full 9-box cases after we get through the first case. Is kind of my inclination, unless bidding, doesn't support busting it as a full 9-box. And then in that case, we would keep going in the thirds. So we have another little strip of cards here. This one, Tigers, Marlins, Mariners. So you know the drill, guys. We're going to go back and look and see if we have one person that owns 2 of those 3 teams, or if we have all different team owners, and that'll help us know whether or not we need to go to random. You have to own 2 of the 3 to keep it out of random. So first up, the Tigers we see is 2,000 doubles. Then we will look at our Marlins, which are unsold. And then we will look at the Mariners, which is Brandon Foster. So again, that means we are indeed going to have to head back over here to random. And it's going to be the exact same thing that we did before. I'm going to enter the teams as they appear on the card left to right, which will put us in as Tigers, Marlins, well, why do I keep making typos tonight? And Mariners. We're going to hit it 3 times. Wherever we end up after the 3rd random is where it goes. There is the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, and final. And there's our 3 times, our date and time stamp. That one is headed to the Marlins. So bear with me while I do the same thing that we did a second ago, which is get this back in there and mark this bad boy. I forgot who I said it was. Hang on. Hang on. I got to go back over here for a second and look at this again. Oh, why will it not let me go? There we go. Okay. All right. All right, let's rip into box number 2. That's what is, or is this box number 3? This is box number 3. We had 2 strips of cards and 1 original 1968 card. So this is box 3 that I am actually taking out of the packs right now. All right, my little piles are going a little crazy there, so let's just stop and flip through these before I take anything else out of the pack. That looks like that is probably a variation or a short print of some type, because it's got a completely different coloring to it. So this is some sort of a variation, I expect. I believe that it probably is. Flip stock, thank you. Yeah, I have not yet, there's Rookie Performers Bellinger. I have not yet managed to retain in memory all of the short prints and variations in Heritage High Number. I usually have to break it a handful of times and then sort it several times. And by then, it's usually cemented in my mind. But there's so many sets that I open, and all of them have their own unique variations and short prints and whatnot, and sometimes I just can't get it fixed in my head what goes with what set until I've been through it a few times. Stephen Matz. That may be a short print as well, or a variation. Another Bellinger rookie. Yeah, I mean, it's this way for me every time, 2000 Doubles. Every time I open a new series, it takes me of baseball because they're honestly, most of them have a lot of base cards in them from Topps. Not all of them, but most of the ones that have a lot of base cards, as you know, also have a lot of variations and short prints. And it's always like this for me. I have to sort it 2 or 3 times, and I have to open it 3 or 4 times, and after that, then I usually have a pretty good handle on it because I've seen it and managed to somehow retain it. But between the baseball and basketball and football, all the different things I open on any given day and any given week, man, sometimes it just jumbles around up in there in my head. Like sometimes I want to say something and I think, oh boy, I better not say that because that might be out of a different set. So I usually just don't say it and think it unless I know pretty much for sure that it is whatever I'm going to say. And it seems like there have been more baseball products this year. I guess there haven't been. I've probably just bought more of them than some years. And it just seems like we're opening a new baseball product every other day. I mean, they have added a few, like they added Clearly Authentic. I mean, there are some brand new products, but not a ton. And there is Nolan Ryan in here for all of his teams. There's a Nolan Ryan for the Rangers. There's a Nolan Ryan for the Mets. There's a Nolan Ryan for, who did I say already? Rangers, Angels, and Mets. Anyway, there's one for all of them. Little Andrew Toll's Mini for the Dodgers. That one is numbered to, I think that says 186. It could say 168. You guys may be able to see it better than I can see it. Yeah, that is true. That is true. It is nice that that it's color coordinated, as you say. Yes, that can be helpful when we get into triple threads and things like that. I just love triple threads, period. I think triple threads is an awesome set. I used to love it when they had it in football. Of course, they lost their football license after 2015, so we don't have it anymore, but always have liked triple threads. Oh, was that straight 100 on the tolls? Thank you. I had some eye surgery several years ago, and it did not go well. And as a result, my vision kind of fluctuates, and some days I have a very difficult time seeing small things like that with the light bouncing off of it. And this happens to be one of those days where I'm having trouble reading the numbers. Nice hit for the Cubbies, Ian Happ. So thank you, 2000 Doubles, for letting me know. It was 100 on the Andrew Toll's Mini. I think I said it was probably 180 something or whatever, but it was straight 100. So Ian Happ for the Cubbies, on-card auto rookie hit. Nice one. I'd like to find us a Cody Bellinger in here as well. I think I've pulled Bellinger in everything he's been available in, because he started when Allen and Ginter, I think, they were redemptions, but that was the first set they had him in. And I think I've pulled him out of every set he's been available in up to this point. So somewhere along the way, we're going to find him in high number, I bet. Edwin Encarnacion for the Indians. That one is to $9.99. It does not refract. A little Ryan Healy rookie performers for the A's. If you guys wonder where those are going, I have sorting mats off to my right, and I just don't like those stacks to get really big back there. It just makes me nervous. I don't like it. I don't want anything, I don't want them to fall over. I don't want anything to fall into them. So that's why after every box or so, I kind of just move them over to the sorting mat and out of the line of fire, so to speak, where I don't have to worry about anything falling over on them. Or them falling over on anything. And we have, once again, one of our little original 1968 cards in here. And this one for the Pirates, Gene Alley. So the Pirates taking home a little 1968 original. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to get into triple threads. I hope I have the first break of that ending tomorrow night. I think I do, but I'm just not 100% sure. The last couple weeks have been outside of my normal range, variety of family circumstances, and so I'm a little out of my rhythm, and I don't remember what all went up. I do love triple threads. I cannot wait to get into it. All right, let's stop and see what we have, and then we'll take the rest out after we flip through these. Another blue border, another Ian Happ. This one again, of course, for the Cubbies with the little blue border variation. I think that's, is that a photo variation on Mitch Haniger? I think it is. It's not the picture I remember seeing for Haniger. I think that's a photo variation. I'll have to pay attention and find another Haniger to compare it to. Carlos Correa, George Springer. But for some reason, I think it is a photo variation. Another Bellinger rookie. David Dahl for the Rockies. Oh, so yeah, okay, so it is a photo variation. Great. I thought that it was, but wasn't 100% sure. Sometimes I kind of go on autopilot when I'm looking through a lot of base. So I thought, yeah, maybe I... Usually, though, no, I shouldn't say usually. I'll say a large percentage of the time, a photo variation will catch my eye, even without me kind of realizing what the other one looks like. Clubhouse Collection, Jackie Bradley Jr., a little relic hit for the Sox. Well, the Red Sox, to be specific, just in case someone doesn't, who's watching doesn't know that Jackie Bradley Jr. is a Red Sox, not a White Sox. Andrew Benintendi, Rookie Performers. Big Poppy. Yeah, they do have different codes on the back, but you know, there's more than just, there's, you know, normally, or on many, I shouldn't say normally, on many of the top sets, there are only a handful of codes, you know, 1, 2, maybe 3 at the most. But in Heritage High Number, gosh, there's something like, I don't know, some crazy number of code differences, like 6 or 8, like a lot. Too many for me to be able to commit them all to memory by this point. There's another Nolan Ryan, that one for the Mets. It's much easier when there's only 1 code variation or sometimes 2 code variations, and I can flip it over and tell really easily. But when you get into this that has so many, sometimes that becomes challenging to remember as well. Amir Garrett Chrome, that one, of course, is a refractor, and it is numbered to, again, that either says 568 or 588. 5 something, 68 or 88. Carlos Martinez for the Cardinals, to $9.99. That one is not a refractor. Little Mike Trout. There's a Cody Now and Then, first Grand Slam. That kid is awfully good. And I tell you, I'm glad to see Aaron's got his swing back. He went through a bit of a slump there, but you know, they kind of all do. But somehow I think we had all convinced ourselves that maybe Aaron wasn't going to hit that little rookie slump. And he hit it, but fortunately he is coming back out of it. So that's good to see. And Cody hasn't even hit it yet. Cody's just been bombing away the whole time. This is box number 5 that we are getting ready to jump into right now. Tell you what, some of this stuff, like I would like to break some of this stuff as a case, but my goodness, I mean, there's so many cards in it. I would be sending out boxes of 5 pounds of cards. We broke this as a whole case. It's crazy. Crazy, I tell you. That is for the Twins, our original 1968 card. It definitely has some soft corners, more so than maybe a couple of the others that we've pulled out. But that is to be expected. Little crease up there in the upper left as well. Well, upper left when you're looking at it from the back. Upper right if you were talking about the front. But those are just fun little extras they give us, and I always enjoy seeing them. Whoops, one of my screens is trying to time out on me over there. You got to reach over there and tap them ever so often, or they tend to want to go to black, and we don't want that. Then I can't see what I'm doing. All right, let's stop at this point and see what we have. And we'll go back and get into the other packs after we sort through these. Another Bellinger rookie. David Dahl, Rookie Performers. Is he still on the DL or is he back? Does anybody know? I haven't followed the Rockies very much in the last few weeks. It seems like he was out forever. It would certainly seem like he ought to be back by now. Especially because Trey Turner's back. I think Trey went out after he did, and Trey came back, what, a couple weeks ago from his broken wrist. There's another Bellinger Grand Slam Now and Then insert. Hernandez for the Astros. That one does not refract, so it's going to be numbered to 999. Justin Verlander, how about that? You've got another hit there, 2,000 doubles. Got a relic for Verlander. Oh, he's shut down for the whole season? Okay. For some reason, I thought he was coming back this year. I must have been thinking of somebody else then. I thought he was on assignment rehabbing in AAA a month or so ago. I must have him confused with somebody else. That is a shame then if he's out for the whole season. And you're right. There's been, especially earlier in the year, there was a ton of his hits came out. So if he does come back fully recovered and picks up blazing hot, then yeah, we'll be sitting on some nice stuff there. And it's always so hard to tell, right? Like, I know some people say as soon as a guy's called up, they like to sell. For the people who sell, I mean, some people just collect and don't sell, but for the people who do sell, a lot of them say as soon as a guy's called up, that's the absolute best time to sell, and that's the highest price you'll get. And I guess most of the time that's probably true. Sometimes it's not, like in the case of Aaron Judge or Mike Trout or some of those guys, but I don't know. I have a hard time parting with my stuff. I'm a collector. I don't like to sell a whole lot. There is a Bellinger variation. That's a nice little short print photo variation. So that's a nice one for the Dodgers. And there's the regular Hanager. Of course, we had the photo variation Hanager earlier as well. So I don't know. It's kind of hard for me sometimes to part with my stuff, even when somebody does get called up, unless I have duplicates, and then maybe I'm more inclined. But I had so many cards when I was a kid, and then I stupidly sold them when I was in college. And yeah, I kept a handful. Not very many. A few. Mostly ones I had gotten in various trades from my cousins. So I have some from when I was a kid, but most of them are long gone. And boy, if I'd kept them, well, if I'd kept them, they would have been worth a lot of money, but they probably wouldn't have been, because when we were kids, we didn't probably take the best care of them. We certainly didn't keep them in top loaders and sleeves and all the stuff like I do now, or we do as an adult. We'd stick them in our pockets and have them all over the house and store them in shoe boxes and everything else. But we enjoyed them, and I guess that's the part that matters. That Blake Snell might be. Is that Blake Snell a variation? I don't know. Not sure about that one. Maybe it is. I'll set it over here. Could be. To see another Blake Snell to compare it to. Can't remember. Jesse Winker for my Cincinnati Reds. Blue border variation. Brandon Phillips for the Braves. That one does refract, so it's 5 whatever, 86, 68, 5 something. And then this is going to bring us into box 6, our last box out of this half case. And again, just remember for the Heritage High number, because that's the only thing that had a shipping charge tonight, look for that to go out most likely this upcoming Monday. And if I can get it to you any sooner, I absolutely will. But I'm expecting probably Monday for the majority of it. I do print all of my labels on eBay, so you should get a shipping notice from eBay when the label is printed, and it should add the tracking number to the order details as well. Every once in a while I find that they don't do that, but most of the time they do. So that's how you will know that it is on the way to you. Mariners, Dodgers, Brewers in this one. Whoops, I got to get myself on the same page I've got you on. Okay, so there's Mariners, and where are my Brewers? Brewers and my Dodgers. So we are all different. So same as before, we'll go in left to right, random 3 times, and wherever we end up on the third is where it's going to go. So this is Mariners, Dodgers, Brewers. First one, second one, third and final coming up. There's 3 times, our date and time stamp, and it is headed to the Dodgers. So that is this little strip right here. And bear with me, guys. You know what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it right back in there, and then I'm going to label it on the back as Dodgers so that, well, top of that's bent over. Not the card, the sleeve that it came in. Alrighty. So here we go, last box. If we haven't found what you're after yet, I hope we find it for you here. All right. Whoops. Well, guess we'll slide that back. That bottom card didn't want to cooperate there. That is a photo variation for Carlos Martinez for the Cardinals. Little Tyler Glass now. Gurriel. Another Bellinger rookie. And a little Bronx Belters insert, Gary Sanchez and Aaron Judge. Max Scherzer insert. Trout. Aaron Judge rookie performers. You know, even some of the inserts for, there's another Mitch Haniger variation. That's not a photo variation. It was, you know, the circle was black. I'm sure you guys saw that. But even some of the inserts in base for Judge and Bellinger actually resell pretty well, especially if they end up, you know, if you grade them and they grade well. So I've been surprised at how well some of those do. got a big stack of stuff I need to have graded, and I keep waiting on some redemptions to come in that haven't come in, and I think I need to just send what I have, because I've been saying for like 9 months, oh, I need to send this stuff in. I've not sent it in yet. Meanwhile, Beckett raised all their prices for grading, what, once, twice in that amount of time? Well, can't get in that pack. All right, here we are, last part of the last box of this half case. Another Nolan Ryan. Another Andrew Tolles, also not a refractor. Ian Happ rookie. Francisco Lindor. Brewers Bashers insert. I don't think I see that one as often as some of the other team inserts. I don't remember seeing it as often anyway. Buster Posey. An Alex Reyes relic for the Cardinals. Of course, I will run back through our hits momentarily. Not obviously all of our inserts and things, but we'll go back through the blue borders and the chrome and our relics and signatures and things like that, just in case somebody missed it or wants to get another look at it. I think these are all the, let me see here. I stacked most of the inserts off to the side so that I could sort them that way, but I might have mixed a few regular cards in with that too. So let me find our blue borders. Where are you, blue border? I stacked it in here with our other inserts, I think. Yeah, there it is. Well, where is the other one? I know there's another one. It's got to be in here somewhere. Oh, there he is. Now I see the edge. All right, so, and there may be some more that are still stacked over here with our inserts, but I think these are the main ones that we want to recap. Here's our Andrew Tolles for the Dodgers, our mini numbered to 100, and then our various chrome. Why is that Cody Bellinger? That is a regular Cody Bellinger in the middle of that. That is the Cody Bellinger with the photo variation, of course. So those were our chromes along with our Bellinger photo, our Haniger photo variation. And then we have our blue borders. I think there's maybe another photo variation as well, but where did I stack it is the question. Wasn't there one for the Cardinals? Oh yeah, there he is. There's our other photo variation. And then, of course, guys, again, if there are short prints, inserts, and things that I'm not showing to you again right now in the recap, of course, you're still going to get it if it's your team. Anything that you've seen come through here tonight is going to be sorted and sent out. It's just, you know, most certain ones I try to set off the side so that we can recap them. Alex Reyes Clubhouse Collection Relic hit for the Cardinals. Justin Verlander Relic for the Tigers. Jackie Bradley Jr. Relic for the Red Sox. Tanaka Relic for the Yankees. Michael Fulmer Relic for the Tigers. And then our nice little Ian Happ on-card auto for the Cubbies. So that is it for this half case of Heritage High Number. Hopefully, you guys maybe will check out some of the other stuff that I have listed, and maybe I will see you again for triple threads or some more Heritage High Number or Gold Label or one of the many other baseball, football, basketball breaks that we have. I do break most nights, and I do list new items for sale almost every night. So hopefully I will see you again. I do appreciate you. I thank you so much for bidding with me, breaking with me, chatting with me, and all that other stuff, keeping me company. So thank you a lot. I hope you have a great rest of your week. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.